the Atlas Adventure. That's their biggest pack. It's 70 litres total. I believe 20 litres are dedicated to the built-in photography piece. And the rest of it, as you can see, is a pretty sleek multi-day backpack, which is what I've been looking for. So I've only got a few hours on this, and I haven't done any overnight trips, but with all my camera gear and rain gear and stuff, incredibly comfortable. I do use the Lowepro AW450, which I think is Lowepro's larger pack, and it's worked excellent for me. It survived Scotland in the rain and the mud and the bogs and everything. Great pack, not super comfortable, and doesn't really afford you any additional gear carrying space. You can strap stuff on the outside of it, but it's never really ideal. Yep, I've seen people get tents in these packs on their reviews. That's Nemo 2-man tent. It's fairly small and fairly light, but it's pretty robust tent. I don't really go in for the single wall bivvies and things. I just don't rest well in them, so I'd rather have the pain of a couple extra pounds of carrying to have a proper tent. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I was able to fit in here in anticipation of some good hiking trips this summer. Very well constructed. All the zippers, everything I've played with so far has been great. The shoulder harness and waist belt are fantastic. You got multiple stretchy pockets. I mean, you can't put a huge amount of stuff in here. You know, my hand is reasonably tight. I can probably get two hands deep in there. But it is big. So if you wanted to put like a small thin rain jacket or something in there, you easily could. This is the pocket I've seen most people use for rain gear. And rain gear I always want accessible. So rain pants, I'd have a rain jacket just on top of that. There's plenty of room. T-shirt, long johns, undies, and I set this up for basically 3 days, 3 nights. Another large compartment. This has a sleeve for up to a 15-inch laptop, but I'm not going to bring a laptop backpack in. I don't know if there's a way to get that out. I haven't really investigated too hard, but worst comes to worst, it's extra padding, you know. You have a nice big stretchy pocket on this side. That's where I would normally have my tripod. I also have an integrated carrying handle, because this will break down to carry-on size if you choose to fly with it. You have another little pocket up here, little key holder, all your bits and bobs, a couple of loops up here for carrying poles or whatever you want to carry. Another mesh area, put cards in there, book, whatever you wanted really. That's the zipper I was looking for. So, that's 6 servings of rice. Along with 5 full meals, would be plenty for me. A lot of times when I'm backpacking, I'll do oatmeal for breakfast, and I'll just bring either dry steel cut or just rolled oats, and I'll just have them raw in a Ziploc, put some water in the night before, By morning, it's ready to go. I usually put cinnamon and nutmeg and raisins and stuff in there. Works pretty well. If you like eating cold porridge, you could always warm it up. Sleeping bag. My big Sumo jet boil. I like the bigger ones. That way I'll kind of do my, apart from doing water filtration and purification, I'll always do extra and just boil extra water so I can do laundry. That is a bag you can carry water with, or it's an inflator for my sleeping pad, which I use Xbed. It's inflatable, but it also has a certain amount of down inside the pad itself, so it's actually really warm and really comfortable. So I got a couple more t-shirts. What else do I got in there? As you can see, I'm 5'11", about 180, and I can get my, it takes the whole length of my arm, sorry. Okay, my tent. Got another stretchy pocket over there if you would prefer, if you have a smaller tent or a bivvy that fits inside. So, looking down, you can't really see. You'll see there's like a little floor there, and that's the top of the origami pack. And there's basically a big sleeve where my arm is going in front of that. So you can very carefully pack down there. Actually, what I just noticed is the camera part, there's actually a whole nother section down here that I didn't even see before. So I might be able to repack that much more efficiently. But anyway, part that most of us are interested in is their entry. Now this is a side entry. Their athlete model folds out forwards, like more traditionally designed camera bags. But this one has this whole section built in. So I've got a D810 with a 2.8 2470 on, and a crap load of filters, and I'm using them less and less, so they may go. I got my trigger release, my L bracket. What's that? It's like a 12 to 24 2.8. Oh no, that's my Takina. That's the 11 to 16 ATX Pro from Takina. It's actually, for the price, that's actually a really good little lens. My Tamron 70-200 2.8 and a couple of ring adapters for the filters. And you have a big sleeve here. Anything flat you need to keep organized. Anything for really small stuff. Got batteries up here. This came with a lot more dividers. Basically, I think it was 2 of these floors, or 3 of these floors, and then 3. So I think you get 9 of the little ones, 3 of the big ones. These do bend and kind of mold, I've heard. This is too new to show you that, but take that down. See this little pull back here? Just yank that down. And then, when you look in there again, oops, you have much more space. So if you wanted to carry a little bit less camera gear and more kind of camping gear, you certainly could. You could easily get, without the filters, you could easily get a 2470 or 7200, maybe something smaller and just your essentials. If you would carry that much gear for a multi-day trip. So we'll see. I'm really excited to get out and try this. I was hoping to do that actually this week, but we had a winter storm come through Colorado, and Some places got 20 inches. We got a rock slide on I-70, so people trying to get back to Denver can't really get there unless they go all the way up. So we'll give it a few more days for the weather to settle down, and then hopefully I can give you a report on how this performed and how I enjoyed it. And this is Derek Olsen from DJop Photos, and thanks very much for watching.